All right. Welcome, everyone. This recording represents trade number 3, 2X project on QUOTEX. This is the second series with the starting balance of 390. And this video represents trade number 3. The activity that you're seeing now, this is a good example of what I've mentioned about where the market will revisit areas that it has been to previously. And I look and see what the reaction is when the market gets near those areas. Once the market movement develops into momentum and you start to have stability of the movement, what you'll notice is that the market is going to decide to either continue on with that, or it will use that momentum to push to an area where it has been previously. And then once it gets to that area, it either will react, meaning that reversal energy will come in and the market will start moving back and forth. Or sometimes the momentum is so strong that the stability of the movement remains intact, and that movement moves the market past that area. And you don't have a reaction in that area like you did in the past. So that's one of the things that I take very seriously into consideration when I'm doing observation. I look and see how it's reacting at previous areas that it has already been at, because for whatever reason it had a reaction in the past. And if there was a reaction, whether it was, a full-blown reversal, or maybe the market pivoted and just completely turned around and went, in the opposite direction, and it could have done that with momentum. So either way, whether it was a definitive move or reaction at the previous area, the fact that it had a reaction at that area is what makes that area a good place to observe the current movement when the market returns there. See, and what will happen is you'll keep yourself in alignment with what the market is doing now relative to what the market has done previously at that same area in the past. So it's very powerful stuff. And when you treat the market that way and you respect what it has done and is currently doing, what is done in the past and the reason that it may have reacted in the past may not be the reason that it reacts now. There may not even be a reaction now. And that's what we're looking at. See, this is why observation is so important, because you need to see what the market is doing. You need to see what it's going to do. And this is why we observe for so long and why we remain patient. All right. So in any case, again, this is trade number 3 for the 2X project on QUOTEX. Second series, starting balance of 390. So I'm going to go silent. I'll be in the background just doing my observation and paying attention to what is going on with these markets. All right. Y'all sit tight. All right, so that wraps up trade number 3. This movement here is an excellent example of when you have sustained momentum and stability in the market. It's easy to be fully confident when you have a combination of stable movement, a solid behavioral cycle that the market is in, meaning that it's not reacting to previous areas on the chart that it has been to in the past. If you like, when you look to the left of this, you don't see anything. There's nothing there. So once it moves beyond the area where there has been previous reaction to the movement, that's the true test of the momentum and stability that you currently have. So you develop your confidence by having momentum and stability present now, and then confirming, in addition to that, that the market movement is not reacting to previous areas where it has been in the past. So now when your trade sets up, you can take that trade with full confidence and not be concerned about the outcome of the movement, which would ultimately set you at ease for the trade. So you're taking that trade with confidence because you're confident in the observation that you've made of the market. You put all of the components together that need to be put together to confirm that the current market behavior and movement are in alignment and that they will back up the trade that you select. So you see how that works? And as you become more in tune with these observations that I do, and you start seeing these things on your own for yourself, it becomes easier for you to grasp the concept of understanding market movement. So you get out of this trade mode, where you feel like, oh, I need to get into a trade because I took a trade earlier and it didn't work and I need to make up for it. No, we don't trade that way. We're not even thinking about the next trade. What we're thinking about is the current behavior and movement that we see, and we want that to be intact fully so that confident when a trade ultimately does set up and we know what the outcome of the movement is going to be based on our observation. So that's the way that we work. It's the opposite of how the majority of people actually trade. Instead of looking for trades, we don't look for trades. Like, we're not worried about a trade. There's trades everywhere, but it's not about a trade. It's about the consistency of the market's movement and whether or not you see it and you understand it when it is present. And that's what this is all about. So once again, hopefully these videos will prove to be very educational for many of you out there. If you're not in training yet, all of the links to sign up for training and all the information is underneath the video in the description box. The training for QUOTEX now at this point is $100 a month, and the annual is $1,000. So that would cover you for a year. It's basically you getting 2 months free. Is it worth that? Absolutely. Absolutely. With this current project that I'm running, we're already in the second phase of it. So this is the second set of videos, basically the second series of the 2X project. We doubled it already from 190 to 390. And for this series, we started at a balance of 390 and we're working our way up now from there. So this is already trade number 3 in the bag. And, we basically have determined that it takes anywhere from, 9 or 10 or maybe 11 trades at the most for you to double your account. So we're just moving right along, to the next phase of our money management. So we just basically increase our account size not our account size, but we increase our trade size based on our account size. So this initial 390 starting balance, we start off with a $50 trade, and then we have subsequent trades that increase if we need to take them. But we want to remain disciplined and patient so that we get it the first time, so that we don't have to, take any additional entries. We just get it right the first time. That's really another aspect of this, waiting and being consistent with your discipline so that you allow the market literally to hand deliver you a trade. And you know that it's going to be at the right time. So again, it's about the market giving you a trade that's going to be profitable. That's what we're here for. We're here to learn how to apply a skill set to ensure that that's the case in our trading. And this is how we develop ourselves into professional level traders. All right, so anyway, that wraps it up. So again, this is the 2X project on QUOTEX, 390 starting balance. This is trade number 3 in the bag, and I will see you guys on the next one. All right, y'all know what it is. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance. Love, peace, and soul. Down the Marco.